Hi, Becky.
Hello, Thomas. Okay,
We are now on air, so it's
I
all
see.
over. It's all over to you, and we've all watched the video, all about saving trash.
Basically, there's a video about what you can do as, just a normal average person and help kind of save the earth little by little. So we watched a girl, probably in her 20s, I would say, explain to us how she's just made small changes or what might seem like big changes to her daily life to reduce the trash. So if you want to see it, this is the link. And that's it. So it looks like Anna had some things to say, as she's a dentist, and they did talk about making your own toothpaste and things. So Anna, why don't we start there?
Okay.
These are things I hadn't thought of, so go ahead.
Okay. I totally support the zero waste thing. I think it is awesome if we all could do that because we need the environment. We can't cheat money, and people have been really greedy and even Donald Trump he stated that he doesn't believe in global warming because he's more concerned about the economy. And her initiative was awesome. However, the toothbrush, in my opinion, could be improved because the baking soda, if you use it regularly, it can damage your enamel. You know, in your tooth, it can become how can I say sensitive to cold stuff, hot stuff, and air.
It can make your teeth sensitive, maybe?
Yes, sensitive, painful. Because the enamel is the layer that protects your your dentine. I don't know how to say
Your
it.
teeth.
It's too. Yes, and it doesn't have fluoride. And everyone knows that fluoride uh, prevents your prevents tooth decay. Yes, salt also harm your enamel. Can everything that is, how can I say, abrasive, Becky?
Abrasive.
Yes, too much abrasive, because the grains are rough. Yes, it can be harm your teeth your tooth in a long run. But I like the idea of replacing plastic bags for uh, bags made of fabric, the bottles, and everything else. Okay.
Okay, good.
All
Well, thanks,
right.
Anna. So overall, it was good. That's great. Ken, did you want to say anything? And I'm interested in Lucia as well. Obviously, Mark and Rocky, but Ken, what did you think? Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, the reason why I asked about salt is because, when I was a small kid, maybe sometimes my parents used salt instead of, toothpaste. But I didn't know that salt is also harmful for enamel. Also, yeah. Also, brush is maybe I learned how to clean up my teeth from dentist. I don't know, maybe I don't know how does it say in English. Supporter, assistant dentist or something like that.
A dental assistant?
Dental assistant,
hygienist?
yeah. That's it. My
Don't
way
name
of
companies, please.
my way of brushing is too strong. So my enamel, get rid of that because of that. So after that, I became careful about how to, how to brush up my teeth. Yeah. Also, this video is pretty good. It gives me a new idea for how can we save our environment. Yeah.
I think I find it quite difficult to believe that salt is abrasive, because when salt is dissolved, there isn't any of the stuff left. I mean, I would have thought it's very unpleasant. Personally, I wouldn't want the taste, but I don't think it's abrasive.
I'm exactly with you on that one, Thomas. I was thinking the same thing, that it dissolves, even if it's like not warm water, at least some of it would dissolve. So I wasn't too sure about that, but sure, go ahead, Anna.
Yes, excuse me. It just dissolves, but it not it doesn't just dissolve immediately. You know, if you put salt on your toothbrush, it takes a time, and then it's abrasive.
Yes, true. Yeah, if you do that way, absolutely.
Well, I've also heard one of my friends who is very, she uses like holistic medicine, very natural things. She uses the Himalayan salt, and for brushing her teeth. She also had problems with toothpaste, regular toothpaste. Her gums would bleed and things, and so I don't know. I personally wouldn't like to use salt to brush my teeth, but if it works, I'm sure you get used to it too. So good. Lucia, would you like to?
There's some interesting, I read recently an article about some research on heart attacks and inflammation of the mouth, gingivitis, or sort of other diseases of the mouth can actually lead to heart attack. Did you know that? So it's
Really?
it's actually quite important to mouth hygiene is quite important. It basically creates an inflammatory response and can lead to the walls of the arteries, the capillaries in the arteries, to fur up, and you get a clot and you just die. So it's actually far more important than people ever think. Sort of oral hygiene. Just thought I'd throw that in.
Interesting. Okay. Anna, did you have a comment about that? More information. Thanks, Thomas.
Yes, it's my field. Any kind of gum disease might harm you in other ways, because, for instance, pregnant women, if they have a gum disease, they can give birth prematurely. I wish I had more vocabulary to explain better. If someone had a rheumatic fever once, they have a problem in their valve in their heart, and each time you do something in their mouth, there is a bacteremia, and then the bacteria might migrate to their hearts, and they might die. If endocarditis, and heart problems and gum problems are related to one another, and diabetes also might get worse because of problems in your gums. I don't have enough vocabulary to explain
That's all right.
those relations in English. I wish I could. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's okay. Well, you did fine. We get the idea that it's interesting that out of all the things that were shown in the video, that we're focusing on teeth, which makes sense because Anna's here. But that's interesting. Thanks, Thomas, for sharing that as well.
Sorry, I know that's slightly going off the track because we're actually talking about trash, aren't we? We're talking about rubbish.
Well, no, and it's fine, Thomas. It's a discussion group. I think we've all learned new things just now, so that's great. I didn't have any idea that brushing
it's
my
fault.
teeth.
She's right. Anna is absolutely right.
No, it's fine. I just, like I said, it's not exactly the one thing I would have focused on, but it does make sense, obviously, because Anna's a dentist, and so that does make sense. But it's just something that I've never thought about either. Who thinks that brushing your teeth will affect your heart? So that's interesting.
Or rather, not brushing your teeth will affect your heart.
Right, exactly. So good. Robbie, why don't you watch the video? It is 4 minutes, but I think it would be pretty helpful if you want to, if you haven't started watching it yet.
Yes, I'm gonna do it.
Perfect, perfect. Everything would make more sense then today. So good. Lucia, do you have any comments? Or health and fitness lady?
First of all, hi, everyone.
Hi.
But I think it's really difficult for everyone live without producing trash because of our society. When you go to do shopping, I mean, everything is packed. The packaging is everything is packaging. And yes, you could go in the open market, but also there you have to use a plastic bag.
You could take your own bag.
Yep.
Yes,
Exactly. You don't have to.
my own bag, and I use the same. Yes, in this way, yes, I.
Lucia, you've been muted. Robbie, I don't know how, Robbie, but you've managed to mute Lucia.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was trying just to mute everyone so I could watch the video because I don't know how I can turn off, the sound of that session and watch the video. I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was, muted
Don't
for
worry,
everyone.
Robbie.
I'm
You
so
can
sorry.
do everything. You can do everything. Don't worry.
No, I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
Do things today.
Thank you, Robbie. You obviously don't like Lucia.
Say what you really mean, right?
Of course not. I'm so sorry, Lucia.
So I think we stopped at her bringing your own bags. Is that where we kind of ended? Lucy, if you want to continue, you can.
No. You can go on. I said pretty much my thought. I think I mean it's difficult today to not produce trash.
Well, she makes it look easy. That's the funny part is, everything's clean in her house, and then she has specific ways to do things. And
Yes,
I thought it was
but it means that you have to have time to do all these things. I mean, today people are always in a hurry to go to work, and they try to reduce time to save their time, and don't want to waste their time.
Mm-hmm. I do agree. I think after the first time or two, I'm sure it would be a lot easier, maybe faster. So I do agree with you about time, but I'm pretty sure to make toothpaste it took maybe 5 minutes. It's just making sure you have all the products.
You are speaking with a person who tried to save trash. I mean, I am a person who take care the environment and try to do to separate plastic from papers. So I take care. I really take care of the environment. But I think the majority of people don't.
Right, and I definitely agree. Even here in Spain, there's people who don't recycle, and I'm like, how do you not recycle at least, the minimum? So, and I've thought about it, but, we produce a lot of trash as well, and it's like I said, I think it's more of a mindset of, I'd like to make my own fabric softener or my own detergent, again, because of the time and kind of like, Can I find the products and things? I've never done it, but I think it would be interesting. A little, they say maybe the hippie life, relaxed and more environmentally friendly and everything. I think would be good for everybody. But it's, you know, changing those plastic bags to reusable ones or something like that. Little things like that, and then little by little, if you add a little bit of something else and things, eventually it could, you know, it's a habit. They say if you do something for 21 days in a row, it becomes a habit. So as far as Anna's sunblock, I'm sure she uses sunblock, but I'm sure she recycles the bottle. So that's all I was going to say. So good. Well, Mark or, you know, anyone else? Rocky, do you want to say anything? Maybe the best part, favorite part, if you do something already, if you're going to do something different.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yep, we can hear you.
I would like to say about video was very amazing, and like we can cut down our trash. We can use some kind of method, like we can divide it, our trash into 3 segments, like dry and liquid, and those kind of product they are we can't recycle those products, so we can categorize our trash in 3 segments, and we can put it in a different bucket, you know, like so that would be a very good solution, because now sometimes we just jumbled up all together, and it can be a mess, because there are kind of some product we can't recycle. They have like lithium ion batteries, like heavy
I was
metals.
just thinking that, yeah.
Yeah, and like a CFL plastic plastic toys and other kind of electronic stuffs, like silicon chips and the kind of, yeah. So we can't recycle them, and if we going to throw this kind of rubbish into the earth, it can be very harmful for our soil and our environment. So we can take some kind of steps. Especially, I would like to say it's all about a general awareness. We just need to do some kind of programs, we can make some kind of documentaries, and we can make some kind of awareness programs for this kind of campaign, so we can get good results, I guess. So that was the one solution I was thinking about.
Okay, well, I definitely agree, and that's why I wanted to share this video with everyone today, because I feel that it's important. You know, at least I remember there was one time, and Anna, you probably will remember this, is there was a video or something I showed about saving water, and we talked about, you know, different ways of saving water and what we do, and we don't even think about it. You know, the water that I have now, if I don't finish it, maybe I'll put it in the sink, and where does it go? It's unused. And it's scary to think that we take advantage of these things when there are countries that don't have running water, that, you know, have to walk miles and miles and miles to find water. Yeah, and I remember, and I think about that. And so, you know, I just wanted to bring this up to everybody and just show you kind of a different way to look at things, and maybe we can start kind of saving the world, I guess. But Robbie, I see that you're back, so that's good. And actually, if you want to say something, yep, absolutely, anyone is more than welcome. It's like Thomas.
I had to get out of the session because I was trying to watch the video, and I couldn't mute everyone. So yeah, it was a very nice video. I have never watched one video like that before, and I think that's amazing. That's a good way. So how can I say, for me to save the world? I mean, it would be very hard for me to do something like that because I'm not so creative, but I think that's a wonderful idea.
Good. See, and that's what I was looking for. Like I said, I don't think I could do everything she does, but there are little things that might be interesting. So very good. Do you think you might change anything, Robbie? I mean, in your lifestyle, or is it just something well to think about? And I mean, not to say you have to do things or you have to change, but if it's kind of made you think a little bit about something.
Oh my God, yes, I will have to rethink my habits. I think that I'm not a good example. And it's not like I'm always, throwing trash on the streets or something like that. But I don't think that I really take care about my habits, towards trash. I mean, I just don't pay attention. So yes, I would have to rethink my habits, definitely.
Well, I think everyone does too. And you throw things on the ground, and if it's not, food of some sort, normally, normal, I would say natural food, fruits and vegetables and things, it might stay there for a long time. It's contaminating our soils, and water is being then contaminated. So, you think about things, and it's this whole life cycle of what you give is what you get. So you just have to be sure. You have to be careful of what you do for the most part. So, good. Akshay, did you want to say something? I don't know if I should call you Mark or Akshay. So, would you like to comment about anything?
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Well, I'm not sure about it, if I should say something, but I was watching a video before, and in that video, a young lady was trying to, she started a project about saving water. So she was like, went to her native country, and she saw a lot of people. They were trying to get the water. They were trying to fill the water and, get enough water as much as they can so that they can drink it. Which in here, because I'm living here, I've never seen in here. If you just, tap water, you can get fresh water. But in India back there, we don't have fresh water as in States, So whenever me and my parents traveled there, my parents always told me that you got to drink that water which is not contaminated, which is boiled water, because we don't have fresh water in India. So I guess we could stop, what should I say? We should stop throwing trash into the water to make it contaminated, because there are a lot of water which is clean, and when you are destroying nature, it is not good. Yeah. What else we can do? We can make use of a lot of things around us. We can, which could be recycled, I guess. We can use organic things rather inorganic things, to make us healthy, or to keep us away from disease, which could lead us to death as well. What else? Yes, that's it, I guess.
All right, very good. Yeah, I definitely agree. Little things that we can change little by little, I think, is really the key. It's like making any other big adjustment or something. You need to do it little by little, and then it becomes normal for you. And I think that's the most important part. So Anna, my question to you is about the Saving Water class that we had months ago. Have you